All right, SSL Family Dad with Simple Suburban Living, and today I just wanted to talk to you about kind of an experience that really, affected our family and changed us, changed our outlook on our local community especially, and changed our life, to be honest with you. And that is, many of you know that we live here in Michigan, but many of you may not know that we live in the vicinity of Flint. Basically, it's our closest large city, about 20-25 minutes away. Flint is a city that is just completely decimated by globalization. Most of the manufacturing jobs and the auto industry, which was the heart of Flint. Flint's name is Vehicle City. That's the big sign when you go into Flint, Vehicle City. Not a lot of cars are manufactured there anymore. Most of those companies have moved their manufacturing operations to China and Mexico and other places. It's a city where the population has dropped probably 50% or maybe up to 70% over the last 50 years. A city where the average income has dropped probably about the same. It's a city where it's in dire need of help. A city where some of the violent crime rates are the highest in the country. For many years, Flint was the murder capital of the country. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but it's in bad shape. Not only that, but most recently you probably have heard, in the news about the water crisis in Flint. Just to kick these poor people when they're already down, the city switched to a local source of water and used a bunch of old piping that ended up contaminating all the residents of Flint with lead. For many months or even up to a year, I don't know the exact numbers, the residents there drank unknowingly water with lead in it. Infants and elderly and people of all ages drank this water. We won't have any idea what the effect will be on the population there for years. It's just an absolutely awful, third world country type stuff. Our church does a lot of missions. We're heavily involved in our local church here. We do a lot of missions around to Haiti and Cuba and India and all these different places, Africa. Recently, we did a kind of a mission trip up to Flint, and honestly, it's the same type of an environment. It's very similar to like Haiti almost in many areas. These people cannot drink their water. They are afraid to take showers. They're afraid to wash their hands in the water. They can't cook with the water, or they're afraid to. Supposedly they can, but most people don't want to. They have to get delivered or pick up bottles of water daily or every other day. These people can't afford food. They can't. I mean, this is a tough place. So part of my job, or our team's job, we went up to Flint on this kind of mission outreach, and we had a free barbecue at the end of the week, a tent revival. People could come and eat and just hang out, listen to the gospel be preached, and just get some free food and free water and drinks and stuff like that. And so our job was to go around the city and blanket the city with thousands of them. I think we had 7,000 or so door hangers. We didn't just stick to the nicer neighborhoods. We went to every neighborhood, and we were in some of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the country, to be honest with you. We were, all over throughout Flint. I was just blown away by what I saw. You see this stuff in the news, and we drive by to go to the museum and stuff sometimes in Flint, but this place is it's just in sad shape. You houses upon houses upon houses down neighborhoods that are just abandoned, boarded up, falling apart. Actively, construction crews are tearing houses down all over the city daily. It's a daily routine that the city is out there tearing down houses, digging up basements, filling them in, planting grass and redoing, the area and just making it into an empty lot, basically. Sometimes we would go down a street and we would see one house on a block. That would be the only house still standing, and it was abandoned a lot of times. Entire neighborhoods gone. Entire blocks, city blocks, with two houses on the whole block. A place that it's crazy how, and this is 20 minutes from us. This is a place that used to be a huge, thriving, wealthy city, like Detroit. And this is where the manufacturing industry in Michigan started. This is where automotive manufacturing in the country started, in Flint. So it's eye-opening. But as we toured the city and handed these door hangers out, we would see remnants and you know, of the lead crisis that's going on, the water crisis, and you know, talk to the people. And everywhere we went, people would ask if we had water, if we were handing out bottled water. Do you guys have any water for us? Can we go get water? Where, you know, where can we get food? Where can we get water? Everybody has a pit bull up there to protect their homes. Everybody has gates and fences and iron doors, iron, you know, rods on their windows and doors. It's just it's a crazy place. But in the middle of that, in the middle of going through and seeing this decimation, you'd come across these kind of cool little gardens and urban gardens and people who are, you know, growing vegetables. They have these projects where they also have these projects where they'll go through and they'll take these empty lots and combine them. I think the city may take them over or something, and they will plant huge orchards and gardens and things there. I think that's pretty neat. You know, I think that's cool that they're really trying to revitalize. And there's so many programs there and different organizations that are trying to do these things. It was a very, very neat experience to see. I went up and talked to you know, some of the urban garden owners and you know, tried to, you know, just see what they were up to, you know, and stuff like that. And they're very receptive to that. They were very kind of, you know, thankful that I was interested in that. I think interested in their gardens. They use whatever they can. And you know, as you can see, the bathtubs and cinder blocks and whatever. But there's a lot of these little gardens around there, and it's really neat. They're really growing their own food and collecting rainwater and stuff. And that's, you know, if I'm doing anything here, if some of those people are watching some of our videos and getting ideas on how to do those things, you know, that is what this is all about. And it's so cool to see, you know, people doing that firsthand. I know it's kind of stuff that goes on in a lot of large cities, but it's the first time I've really seen it firsthand. So, but it was a crazy week. We spent about 6 or 8 hours out handing out these flyers. We had a few, you know, minor altercations with some of the women that were with us handing out stuff. People, you know, kind of getting a little bit, you know, inappropriate with them and things. We had one lady that was with us got bitten by a pit bull. You know, that's the thing up there is pit bulls. Everybody has a pit bull because they want to protect their home. And it was a wild experience, but out of all of it, the people were so kind. And we learned so much about the people there, and people were so thankful that we were there to just help. And we weren't there to take anything from them. We were there to help them. And it was eye-opening just to see, because you always think of the people there as, you know, these gangsters or these people that are mean or, you know, that are going to be unwelcoming to you. And that was not the case at all. These are people just like you and me that are in different circumstances and they need help. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys. You know, I wanted to share that quick experience with you guys. If you live anywhere in Michigan and you have a chance to just go to Flint and be part of a day of volunteering, or if you don't live in Flint and you can, you know, support organizations there financially or something like that, I'm not here to ask you guys for money. I just wanted to mention, you know, it's a need, and it's in our country. This isn't, you know, this isn't a third world country. It's a third world city, and they need help. So hopefully that kind of, you know, was interesting to you guys to share. Hopefully I didn't go too long here. I tend to talk a lot. I apologize. But if you guys have questions about anything, you know, that went on there, or had anything to add, you know, I'd love to hear it. If you guys connect with us over on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, that kind of stuff, over on a blog. If you guys have pictures of urban gardens, I really would like to see that stuff. So if you guys live in any other large cities around the country, send some pictures over to us on Facebook or email SSLFamily5@gmail.com. I'd love to see pictures of urban gardens, and maybe I'll put together a video collage of all of them and where they're from. So let me know, guys, if you can do that. That's homework for you, I guess. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.